A team of scientists aboard the International Space Station discover a rapidly evolving life form that caused extinction on Mars and now threatens all life on Earth. In today's video, we are going to explain the movie Life. At the beginning of the film, 6 astronauts were sent to Mars. They traveled to Mars to look for life. They didn't land there. They remain in the spacecraft while a machine sends a capsule to Mars to take the soil samples from the land of Mars. When the capsule going there while collapsing with something in the space, it changes its direction. Now they have to bring the capsule back to their spaceship. Finally, after the hard work of 8 months, the capsule was coming to them. To bring it, an astronaut goes to space. The astronaut who goes to take it outside, his name is Rory. On the side, Dr. Who tests the soil samples of the capsule. When they place the soil samples in an incubator, they come to know there is a single-cell organism in the soil. It means life does exist on Mars. Seeing all this, they become happy, but the organism wasn't doing progress in the incubator. That's why Dr. Who feels the organism is dead. When he decreases the temperature of the incubator, that organism responds. After some days, we see the organism changes into a multicellular organism. On another side, the people of the Earth also become happy after listening to the life that exists on Mars. Now from the spaceship, the astronauts and the school kids do video chat. Here those suggest the name of the organism Calvin, the organism we found from Mars. Even it was small, but it was shaking hands with Dr. Who. Seeing this, those astronauts get shocked. How an organism of some centimeters can give this response? Some days passed and the organism stops responding. Then Dr. Who gives it shocks due to it. It comes on Dr. Who's hand suddenly. The alien organism has to hold Dr. Who's hand so tightly that the bones fractured from his hand. He gets faint due to pain. As Calvin leaves Dur's hand, the doctor takes his hand out. Now the organism wants to come out of the incubator. Due to the gloves on the opening of the incubator, it can't come outside. It tries to engulf the gloves, but those were made of high material. The organism inserts an electric pen into the gloves and comes out of the incubator. The organism has come out of the incubator. There was a mouse in their lab. That organism instantly goes on the mouse. In a few seconds, it engulfs it inside it. Like this, we see the organism turns into a huge size suddenly. Now Rory comes to the place of the space where was the lab. He wants to take Hugh out, but the organism comes with his leg. That's why the other astronaut has to shut the door of the place, because they can't put others' lives in danger. That's why they do this. The other astronauts were instructing them from outside to move the organism away from his leg. The captain of the spaceship instructs Rory to light a candle. It will create heat. Place the candle to the alien and it will leave your leg, because she knew this alien can't bear the heat. Like we saw previously, Dr. Who has decreased the temperature to keep it alive. Here the organism leaves the foot of Rory, but it immediately goes inside his mouth. Due to it, the astronaut Rory dies. We come to know the organism Calvin has a lot of brains. While using it, it comes out of the incubator before. It has also killed Rory. Calvin can plan all things with the help of its brain. It can also kill everyone, and it will be a dangerous thing. Now all the astronauts were trying to kill the organism, Calvin, and they also spread a poisonous gas in the room, in which there were Rory and Calvin. But Calvin was searching for those openings from where the poisonous gas was coming, so that it will come out from there while using those openings. As the astronauts see this, they start closing all the openings. But due to the problem in the computer system, they were closing those openings one by one. Suddenly, Calvin comes out of an opening. They were recording a message for the Earth in which they tell this organism is dangerous. But they couldn't communicate with the Earth because there is a problem with their transmitter. One of the astronauts decides that she will repair the transmitter going out. Here the astronaut sees the transmitter is hot. When she opens its cooling system, there was the organism Calvin. It comes out from there and it sticks with the spacesuit of the astronaut. Here Calvin was stuck with her suit tightly because it wants to go inside the suit. But the suit was secure, so it can't go inside. But the coolant pipe of Doctor's suit was broken. It was to regulate the oxygen and temperature. Like this, the moisture of the coolant comes on her helmet. Now she couldn't see anything. The other astronauts want to bring that astronaut inside, but the astronaut again closes the door of the spaceship because there was a dangerous organism with her. She jumps into the space with the organism. The organism again comes to the spaceship, and like this, the astronaut dies. The organism wants to come inside the spaceship. It can come inside from a path. The part of the spaceship was thruster. The heat of the engine of the spaceship comes out from there. The astronauts decide as Calvin will come on the thruster, we will turn on the engine. There will be heat in the thruster and it will die with the heat. They try a lot to keep Calvin outside. In this try, their fuel decreased. In this situation, the spaceship was moving towards Earth, but they can't take the spaceship towards the Earth. Calvin will also come with them there. They don't want to take it on the Earth because it was dangerous. Here they hardly stable their spaceship. They turn on the thrusters. Due to it, Calvin comes inside the spaceship. Within a short time, we see the condition of Doctor Who was getting worse. The other astronauts come to know Doctor Who is suffering from a heart attack. They also give him electric shocks. At the same time, the other astronaut feels his foot heavy as there is something in his uniform. As he opens his uniform, there was the organism Calvin. It has grown elder. Doctor Who couldn't felt it because he was handicapped. Doctor Who dies and the organism wants to kill the other astronauts. That's why the astronauts move out from there. An astronaut goes to his sleeping pod. Calvin comes to his sleeping pod and tries to break its door, but the mirror was strong and it didn't break. On another side, we see the other astronauts use Doctor Who's body as a trap. As the alien was eating Doctor Who's body, one more aircraft comes to their spaceship. The task of the aircraft was to push the spaceship back to the space, because when the commander astronaut records the message for the Earth, in which he tells this organism is dangerous for the Earth, it reaches the Earth before the connection is lost. The astronaut who was locked in his sleeping pod feels this is the rescue ship from the Earth. That's why he comes out of his pod and comes to the room where the other astronauts have locked the alien. Then the alien also attacks the man. Like this, the astronaut also dies. Here only 2 astronauts left. One of them decides to go to the Earth. The other will go to space while being the trap of the alien. They do the same. David astronaut, while being the prey of the alien, takes it to his pod. He locks it in it, and the other astronaut was recording a message for Earth, in which she tells how David astronaut sacrificed for the Earth's people. Now we see a pod was going to the Earth and the other was towards the space. After some time, we see a pod falls into the water on the Earth. The fishermen see that pod, and it was the pod of the astronaut who fell with the alien. He reaches the Earth like this because there is something collapsed with him into space. On another side, the lady astronaut was lost in space somewhere. Like this, the alien has come to the Earth now. The movie ends here. Thanks for watching the video. Please hit the subscribe button for more interesting updates from us.